Hello everyone, welcome back to our videos. My name's Alan, and beyond showing you a brand or a specific reference of smart locks, we wanted to share with you today another type of lock with which we can complement those that we have already seen and installed in the past, such as cylindrical locks. They actually work quite well, but as we know, they are not the safest to delegate all the security of the entrance to your house. Okay, so first, why a smart lock and what advantages and disadvantages do they have? Today is a slightly different model than the one that we had already tested. This one is a pin lock or deadbolt, and that provides, although not an unbreakable system, will allow us to add an additional level of security to our house. Before moving on, as we have seen previously and have referenced, there is no such thing as an indestructible lock, and in fact, traditional locks as well as digital locks that have traditional complements are not being more secure than the ones that we already had, but that will be content for a completely different video. Today we will configure it directly linked to the app through Bluetooth, but we are not going to configure the proximity card authentication option because of the major security flaws that this technology implies, as we can very easily find in many videos on the internet. In our particular case, we have had a positive experience with smart locks that have biometric authentication. Some have the great possibility of connecting them through gateways to be operated remotely over the internet, something very convenient. Actually, when I bought this lock, it was supposed to link with the TT Lock app. And it's something important to keep in mind when we have multiple locks and we simply want to sync all users to all locks from a single app. Among other things, the convenience of opening our house very quickly without having the keys at hand is incomparable. The battery life has also been something positive to mention. What we receive in the box will be the internal module, where the batteries go, the external unit or reader, the proximity cards, the traditional keys, and the box with all the accessories. It is very likely, by the way, that all the accessories included will be everything that you need to install it, even if you do not have any other lock previously installed. In our case, what we're gonna do is replace the traditional deadbolt lock with this one, which is actually very similar. If what you want is to see how to install it from scratch, we invite you to watch the video that we leave in the description. Most likely, as we'll see in a moment, even Deadbolt is compatible with the previously installed lock, only having to replace part of the system. That actually takes about 5 minutes. We recommend, of course, replacing everything. Okay, so we're gonna have two chapters, setup and installation. The interesting thing is that they do not have a specific order. However, we recommend you place the lock on top of your desktop to install the batteries, connect the internal-external unit, associating passwords, cards if you're going to use them, and fingerprints. Once you connect the internal and external unit, it'll notify us that it is ready to add with its blue ring. So what we're going to do, for example in this case, is link to the Tuya Smart, which by the way we have found it to be very convenient and intuitive. We select Add, making sure that we have Bluetooth activated on our cell phone, and then the device that is ready to be added will appear. In a couple seconds, it is gonna be paired and ready to add users to your system. Depending of course on the model that you have chosen, we will find reset buttons, manual or digital operation, or even a switch blocking those controls. Adding access, for example in this app, is very simple and it'll take just a couple minutes to add users with a fingerprint or code to the app. Actually, after several months using this type of locks, the presence of the fingerprint reader has turned out to be very convenient and very reliable. We can also configure the lock to be activated automatically even if we forget to close it ourselves. One of the reasons we have added this extra lock to our door. These functionalities are standard in most models, but if you like this particular model as well as we liked it, we'll leave you the link in the description. As for brand, our recommendation is to purchase a recognized brand. It is incredible the number of devices that we have bought that have disappeared from the market, not allowing us to purchase the same locks or models in the future to facilitate administration. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so now let's go to the installation. We removed our previous lock. As we have always said, it is very important to familiarize yourself with the smart lock beforehand. If you can do it on your desktop, even to register fingerprints or passwords is gonna be absolutely useful. This way, when installing it, it will be completely ready to be used. As we can see right here, it is very simple to remove the old one and place the new one. I decided to leave the current pin, which the unit uses as a deadbolt, which not only fits very well, but has a smooth operation like the one included in the box, only that this one is already in place and has worked very good. About this, it is very important that this operation is gentle with the door closed and that there is no need to use a lot of force to close it, since this can damage the electronic mechanism of the lock or drain the batteries very quickly. We then interconnect the external and the internal unit and locate it in its place to determine if the central plate has the appropriate length. If not, it is very easy to proceed and shorten it using the guides. Place it right here again to test if it is okay. Fix the screws again and then try to open and close the door. Test and test again. Then install the batteries and try it. Only at that point we'll be ready to close the door and trust its operation, either from the app, with a fingerprint, or with a traditional key, depending on the model that we have chosen. It never hurts to try and simulate what would happen if the batteries run out. Use either the emergency key or a battery bank. These tests are always very useful. We will have no trouble at all. As we said before, it is very important to verify that the pin does not come into forceful contact with the door frame, or it can be quite problematic. The specific lock that we are using right here has proven to be very reliable, batteries are long-lasting, and like we said, it is very convenient. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching our videos. Remember that your immense support is to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video and it has contributed to you, give it a like. See you next time.